There we go. We got some skip out. Not a whole lot, but some. Alright, so what I've done so far is I made the hole bigger, put the bigger grommet in, put in the bigger 8-gauge power wires in, put the output combiner in. Now, I am going to turn on the soldering iron. I saw a comment on the other video, class is back in session. Yeah, I guess so. I had to do a lot of work to this to, get it to where it's at. Resistor, cap, 2 caps, 2 big caps, 2 metal caps, 2 output transformers, rewrap those with brand new Teflon, new output combiner with Teflon, brand new Teflon, new output tuning with a metal mica 150 on it, and what else? Oh, I checked the bypass tuning on this. It's 1.032, so it's really good. So now what we're going to do is I took the ends off of the other coax and I'm going to put them on. I'm going to solder them on these. See that? Yeah, you can see that. I'm going to tin them and put them back on. There wasn't much left on the spool, so I just took it off. I swept the floor a little bit, put some stuff away off the bench over here. Found the drill right where I thought it was. It was up underneath everything else, underneath my bench here to the right. I'm going to pre-solder this. Come on. There. So then it'll stick really nice. Come on. Come on, get nice and hot. Shit, it's hot. The wire will not melt, but it will get hot nonetheless. All right. Come on. Ah, shit. Woo! Come on, man. I've done this 1,000 times. I don't know what makes this time any different. There. There. That's on there. Ooh, that's hot. This wire is not the same kind as that wire, but it will melt. Yeah, I know. No pulling on the power wire. Unless when I do it, that's okay. It's a solder making you sneeze. That's what it is. Let that cool off for a minute. Why am I pre-doing this now instead of doing everything else? Something different to do. Okay. There. That's connected. Alright. Let that cool off. Alright. And I made sure I went all the way around the box and made sure that, you know, it has enough length to do that. So the other wire that we had was 10 gauge. Did I save it or throw it out? I think I threw it out. Anyway, it was chinchy stuff. This red stuff is over about $2.50 a foot. So it's the really good stuff. Oh, damn. This is hooked up to the 16 pill. So when I turn this on, it's going to drive the 16 pill. But I'm not showing you test numbers with the 16 pill on until after I'm done with testing it. Alright, now. Make sure all that's soldered, so it's good. This is solid as a rock. This is nice. And the best part about it is I didn't have to curl it and wrap it and everything else. I had to lay it across, solder it in. Now, I'm gonna tin this. I'm gonna tin that. I don't even think that's going to clear. Alright, hang on. Come on. No, 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 no. You're going to be a bitch. I know you are. Alright. You are going to have to go down farther. That's still okay right there, but it's got to go down some more. There. All right. got it. Come on, don't do this. Be nice. Now the other side, there, that's fine. It's not sitting on the transformer or on the ferrite bead. It's offset. Ow, that hurt. That was my eye. Okay, I can still see. I'm good. Alright, that's good. That's good. I could have left it go up a little higher, but we'll see how this works. Alright, now we're going to do the B positives. Can you still see? Yeah. I'm going to see how this is going to work. Put one in and then that worked out pretty good. Come down here. That lower. Cut that back. Trim that off of there. Now I will do the same with this. What works good with one works good with the other. Perfect. Line it up. Okay, strip it. Alright. Put this straight down on top of that. Perfect. Put this straight down on top of that. Come on. Perfect. curve to it, but that's all right. I might have to move it to the side just a little bit just because of clearance with the top lid. This is a very low profile box. Alright, so are we ready to fire this sucker up? Negative, positive. This is here, that's connected to there. Be positive here, be positive to the 1 pill stage. Anything else I want to touch up in here before I fire this thing up? Other than flip it upside down and shake it real good. Heat sink's not in bad condition. Some stuff on here I can clean up off of here. This is just like sticker residue or whatever. I can clean that up with some goof off or whatever. The fin's a little bit bent right here. Doesn't matter. I could have used a better heat sink, but they just used what was on hand. Okay, now negative. Here. Now we're going to go back to 14 volts. It's preset at 14 volts. Just want to double check that real quickly. Alright, you ain't getting off, you ain't moving. Alright, good. You're going here, washer going there. I had a wrench for this. Where the heck did it go? It's more than likely up underneath all my other stuff over here. I just started putting on top of stuff, on top of stuff, on top of stuff. This is not the wrench I was wanting to use. I just want to make sure we got some nice tight connections. There, nice tight connections. Okay. That's there. Oh yeah, here's the 10 gauge that we had compared to what's on it now. Big difference. Big difference. Oh yeah, the other cap I wanted to put on. This one over here. This is going to be tricky. Whew. Maybe one of those fans or something just blows it right out of my face. Alright. Filter cap here, which will barely clear. This one here will clear. We'll worry about clearance and stuff in a minute. Later. I want to fire this thing down. Make sure that's tight. match tight. These two here tight. Oh yeah, they're gonna be. So yeah, no, we're good, man. We are good with everything. Thought about changing out the SO239 connections, and I'm like, no, we're leaving those alone. Alright, I'll go through a part by part list of what I put in here and how much parts cost, and show you how fast parts can go up in price. And I'll get these off of here. Okay. That preamp light goes on automatically when I flip the power switch. Why? Simple. I hooked up the bottom part of the LED resistor to the bottom leg, not the middle leg. I'll fix it. On sideband. They all work. No preamp. So it goes from like 2S units to 9S units. It works. Alright. Audio. Oh yeah. Input came down to a watt. Radio audio test. We're sitting at a 1,000-watt slug, 200 bird. Hello, radio audio. Hello. So we're at, not the greatest for bird power, but I'm sure on peak power. Hello, radio audio test. Yeah, we're almost at 900 watts. Now let's flip you around here. Yeah, I can't unzoom you any more than that. So we're gonna have to show you reflect power now off the 5-watt slug. Sorry for this. Bouncing around and stuff. See, 5-watt slug. Radio audio test. 1 watt reflect right there. 1 watt reflect right there. Test. Turn the dead key down a little bit. Radio audio test. That's on 14 volts. And yeah, I'm tested on 6. And that's off the antenna. So when we were doing 2.5 watts reflect, I knew there was an issue somewhere. So 1 watt reflect, we're doing fine. Now here's the bird watt meter with the 1,000-watt slug in it. So we're looking at the bottom scale. Radio audio test. Radio audio test. So we're doing, say, 800 watts, right? So a quarter of 800, see, half of it would be 400. We can go here. Radio audio test. Real close to 900 watt peak. Hello radio. That's on 14 volts. Anything getting hot? Output resistor getting hot? No. Negative feedback's getting hot? No. Input getting hot? No. Alright, now we'll go to 14.5. 14 and a half. Hello, radio audio, test, hello. Almost 1,000, maybe 925. Now we go to 15, my normal testing voltage. Hello radio, this is 15 volt right here. Hello radio, audio, about 990. 15.5. Hello radio audio. There's 1,000 right there in the corner right there. Audio. Hello radio audio. Test. Alright. Now we're gonna take it off a peak, put it on average. Hello radio audio. Test. Hello. 16 volt, L radio audio, test. Peak, 16 volt, L radio audio in the corner. Hello, test. So there you go. We'll even go 16.5. Hello, audio. Average burn. Hello, radio audio. 300. These pills are probably not matched, but if you want a good box for a good deal, this is what you get. See, I'll show you the voltage down here. 16.6, 16.5. We'll go to 17. We'll go to 17 volt, 17.1, just once. Just once. I'll put on average. Hello. Wait a minute, that was Pete. My bad, sorry. Hello, radio audio. There's your 300. But peak, it goes in the corner. Hello. How far in the corner? Gotta put a 5,000 watt slug in to find out.
Okay, Daddy, I'm just with this 2 line. Sound like I got a lot of trash in there, don't
Hello, radio audio, test. Holy shit, 1,400. Hello, radio audio. That's it. That's at 17 volt. 16 volt. Hello, radio audio. 1,200. They hear me. Yeah, they call me AM Power. I'm just out here testing a repaired, rebuilt 5-pill box. Hello, break. Nah, I'm testing a 1-drive and 4, man, not an 8-pill.
Oh, you testing 1-drive and 4. Okay, then. Oh, we got the new.
Oh, they call me AM Power out here in Joliet, Illinois. Nothing hot. I'll go to 5. Hello, radio audio. So there's 1,100 watts right there, peak. On 15 volt. Hello, audio radio, test. We'll go back down to 14. Hello, radio audio, test. There's 14. There's 1,000 watts on 14. $13.8. Nothing's gonna make a difference. 13.9. Hello. Doesn't make a difference at all. Hello. Hello. Alright, now I'm gonna turn the big box on and see who I can go out and touch somebody with a big box. Man, this is a load on my instrument. Turn down the driver. Hello. Still doing it. There we go. Hello, radio, audio. Test, test, test. Hello. Five pills working great. 16 pegs at 5,000 watts long. Working good. Where's that bleed over coming from? Who's all out here in channel 2? Break, break, break. Try it again. Who's out here in channel 2? Break up, break up. Now it's come down to a half a watt reflex. I turned down the dead key on the radio too a little bit. Hello. Channel 3. Channel 6. Toledo was coming from somewhere. Then again, I got the preamp on. That preamp can be picking up signal from something else. That's why I don't like preamps. Where'd all my skip conditions go? AM Power, Illinois. AM Power, Illinois. I want to know where all my skip conditions went to. AM Power, Illinois. I want to know what happened to all the skip conditions. AM Power, Illinois. Try and break, break. You say Louisiana. Did you say Louisiana? I don't trust adjust that preamp. Yeah, 6,000 watt, 16 pill. Need a 6,000 watt, 16 pill, getting up.
Quickly, stay with it, man.
Click, man, he in Michigan. Is that the click man out in Michigan? Hey, in Power, Illinois, we're trying, break. No, I know how this works. I know how this works. Worldwide, gone. Box is getting warm. Power cables are not. Resistors are not. Pills aren't. We're warm, but they're not hot. Output transformers are not hot. The caps on the top of them are a little warm. Glad I put them there. Turn that down. Turn that off. Now, you guys need to hear me. Alright. So, we got the 5 pill done. And we got the power cable. We got the filter. We got the 2 new filter caps in there. New output tuning, new input tuning, all the way around. 1 watt reflect with the box on all the way up. I am really happy with this. But it goes back to, I should have looked at the picture a little bit more other than thinking, those are Toshibas. Yeah, well, I should have looked at it as, those aren't the right output transformers, those aren't the right cat values, that's not the right, So, it's alright. I still got, there we go, I'll turn it back down here again. So, now we're going to bring out a piece of paper. Replace, oh, that's something else. That's something else. Alright, I'll do it on this. Turn the soldering iron off because I'm done soldering. Ah, damn it. So we know the Cobra 2000 is working. Redid the negative feedback all the way around. Does the 2290 need negative feedback? No. It's not self-oscillating. What else here? I mean, I could probably get the input down just a teeny weeny little bit, but when you're doing 1500 watts peak on 17 volts, you're doing good. Besides, you got 43 cores on the input, so you're going to see a little bit of extra watts in there. If I change them all out to 61 on the inputs too, the watts would come down a little bit. Not much, but some. So, yeah, we're fine on this. Nothing arced out. I made sure of it too. I drove the dog snot out of this. I wouldn't say I drove the dog snot out of it. I'd say I definitely. Yeah, I can feel the heat. It's not hot. I mean, I can touch the sides of it, but it's still pretty warm. Here's your sideband delay that works. Your preamp, I gotta fix that yet. To the other. the center pin on it. All right, so we put in two. We put a 270 puff cap. We put in two 330 puff matched caps. MATCHED. I can't spell it right now. Caps. We put in four new. No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we'll go from front to back. We'll put in undoing this to 3 wraps instead of 4 wraps. That was no big deal. I'm not going to charge for that. Redid Class D tokes. I'm not gonna charge for that either. 4 100 ohm 2 watt negative feedback resistors. I'm probably not going to charge for that except maybe, I don't know, 50 cents. Then I got the 2 output transformers, 2 10-core 5/8 output. Transformers, and those are like 20 bucks a piece, so times 2 you're looking at 40 bucks there. Okay, and then you're looking at 2 1000 puff metal mica, not metal mica, yeah, metal mica, I guess, metal clad, I should put down clad, metal clad, CLAD, not mica, they're metal clad matched caps. That is 10 bucks. Right now, you get a hold of ICA, you can't find these, they're out of stock. So right now they're 10 bucks. I mean, even when they were 5 something at least. But that's a new one, that's an older one, but they're still in perfectly good working condition. Now we got one output combiner, '61 mix, with 100 ohm 2 watt resistor. I'll just put upgrade the wire. I don't know what I'm going to charge for that, so I'll just put a $ over here for it for now. Now the 2330 DM19, yeah, the bigger value caps. Oh yeah, 4 120 puff caps. I forgot about that. I just put in $5 there. I mean, it goes fast. It goes real fast. So 50 cents for the 4. I didn't do anything with the point ones. Now these and those, I reused the same cores. I just rewrapped B positive. 2 new B positive, 2 new positive. We're at 3 times. Do $1 for that, just for the wire. And then another one here. 1 B positive. 1 pill stage. With upgraded wire. $2 for that. 40, 50, that. The 270 cap, I'm gonna charge $2 on that. The 2 330 puffed match caps, I'm gonna put $5 for that. Because I think they're like $275 on their site, but I didn't get them at that price. I got them at an older, like a, well, I kind of got to get them for what I can replace them with. So that's the parts I put down. Now we go the 2 times 25 volt 4700 microfarad filter caps. $250 on that, I guess. And then, oh yeah, B positive wire. I'm not gonna charge for the eyelets because I just reuse those. And fixing the switch, I'm not gonna charge for that. I'll put down the no charge stuff at the end. No charge for no charge. We do a Class C chokes. There was something else. Yeah, regardless. Okay, now we did 1. How many feet is that? About a foot? Maybe? I don't know. We're going to pull it out and find out. It's more than a foot. So we're going to go, well, the next best thing, 1.5 feet. It's a foot. It's actually about a good 1.5 feet for the positive. 1 foot 6 inch red 8 gauge, and that's $250. We'll call it $4. And the other 8 gauge, I'm not even going to charge for. Why? Because I already had it. It was stuff that I was going to throw out, and I decided not to. So I'm like, you know what? I might have a use for this for something later on. So I did. So I'm not charging for the negative. That's what I'm going to not charge for. No charge. Negative 8 gauge power cable. Oh yeah, drilling out the hole, I'm not gonna charge for that either. One hole enlargement for power cable. Zero. So there's a lot of things I'll charge for, and there's a lot of things I won't charge for. Now the output combiner, the way I did it, you know what? I gotta put down the 150 puff and the 1000 puff output tuning cap. I don't have it in here anywhere, do I? No. 150 puff metal clad cap. That's $5. You can't find them anymore if you're lucky. So they're $5. Sorry. I mean, ICAs don't sell them anymore. Unless you've got them in inventory, good luck. You got to use a silver mica. But that's a metal clad, and that's what I'm charging. 1,000 puff DM19 1K volt. There's a 1000 volt, right? Yep, it's 1000 volt. Not a 500 volt. It's a more expensive part. So that's 250. And all this does actually partly include labor too. Not much at all, but just a tiny fraction. So we add all this up. Am I missing anything? No, don't look like I'm missing anything. So I got one 270 puff cap, two 330s on the input, 4 100 ohm negative feedbacks, 2 output transformers, 2 matching caps, 1 brand new output combiner with the upgraded wire and that wire, this wire, that wire, it's all the same wire. This wire here, it's all the same size. 4 120 match caps. The 2 new B positive wrap chokes, the wire. That's $1. The 1 B positive 1 pill stage with upgraded wire. 2 filter caps. The expensive power cable. The hole enlargement, that's free. The 150 metal mica, metal clad. The 1000 puff cap back there. The grommet, no charge. 1 rubber grommet. You know what? I am going to charge for that. That cost me money. I think like 25 cents. There. So we put a lot of parts in this. And then we refloat everything all out with the pills and everything. We're good with that. Alright, so now let's total this up. Without the calculator, right? So we're going to do 5 here. Next column. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That's 5, 10, 15, 17. 1, 7. Yeah. Wait a minute. I take that back. 1 goes up here, 7 goes down here. Here, let's do this over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're at 75 cents. I might have to round that up to $1 for the hell of it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait a minute. That's on that count. Wait a minute. We're on this count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 4, 5, 6, 7, I put $79.75 cents of parts in here. So if we just round that off to say $80 of parts, that's just parts. Oh, wait a minute. We still got to put in the $10 worth of fans when they get here. We're at 15 with shipping. For right now, I'll just put down $10 worth of fans. 2 new fans. $10. Now we're up to $90. In just parts. Not including what I paid for this. So we're still under $100. Being generous, being under $100. So what we will do is this. Oh yeah, I forgot. And tested to 17.0 volts, $20. No, I'm kidding. That's zero charge. Always. Always, always, always. I just want to see if it could take it. If it can take 17 volts with no fans on it, this box is good. This is a good running box. I just got to make clearance for these two back here. I'm not worried about these. These I can. That'll clear. That I have to work on. That'll clear. That cap over there will clear. Everything else underneath will clear. I should have thought of that before. Put a roller over the top of it. Duh. You don't need the lid on it. All right, so this needs to come down a little bit. Or I shorten it, one of the two. Or I just bend it to the side, one of the two. Yeah, everything clears. And then the 4 screws I gotta get to put in the lid. Oh, and the 1K ohm quarter watt resistor for LED. I'm not going to charge anything for that. That's just municipal shit. That's nothing. Plus you guys learned a whole lot of stuff too. So that's good. So what I will do is know if I'm going to be able to get new. I'm going to take this thing off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get new screws. Come on, man. I'm going to go to the hardware store and I'm going to get new screws for this. And these screws look raggedy. I'm not going to put in one used fan and one good fan and let you guys, no, not doing that. Come on. Besides, I gotta take this lid off and clean it. It is dirty. Man, this fan is nasty. Like, icky. See how wonderful this lid looks? Real pretty. I mean, it's got scuffs on it. I thought about repainting it, and I'm like, nah. I'm like, no, I'm not repainting it. That means I gotta sand it down and do this and do that and do everything else. This has got some sort of ick on it. I don't know if that's glue or what. There's rust on this screw. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get 8 new screws, because I don't think you want this going back in the box I put all that work into. So I'm going to get 8 new screws. How long are these? 3/4 inch? Three-quarter inch? 8 3/4 inch SCREWS screws for fans. And I will clean these up as best as I can and try to get the dull off of them and all that other ick. I can't guarantee you it's going to be perfect, but I'm going to at least try. I mean, it'll be better than that. And the lid I'm going to clean. I'm bringing one of these screws. The rest of them I'm junking because I just am. And I want to make sure that my nuts fit these, and they do. So I don't have to go about buying new nuts. I have all the screws. I just don't have them long enough at all. Alright. So all the old nuts, garbage. Now, what are we going to do for... Here, let me clean this. So, I guess price with this, with the parts, that's I don't know if it's $10 for the fans or $15 for the fans. I don't remember. If it's $10 for the fans, okay, I'm not going to charge replacing the fans. I'm just going to charge for the parts of the fans. Ooh, that's dirty. Look at all that stuff on the inside. All this is doing is buffing it. If that. There's stuff on here to be cleaned. There's gotta be. Can't be that scuffed up. Well, then again, yeah, it can, I guess. Alright. Now let's see what screws I'm going to need to put back in this thing. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have to come way down on this, on the B positive chokes, because the fan has to go there. Alright, I might have to do a flush mount. Something else to play with. Alright, so I gotta fix that. The fan for here, no issues there with anything at all, with all nothing. The combiner has to go down a little bit. I wonder, can I make it flush with the top of the let's see here. Yeah, no, these have to go way down. These have to go down, way down. So I might have to go take these out. Wow. No problem. They're going to be really, 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 really short. I'll get them to where they're underneath this. It's just going to be looking a little different, that's all. Really low profile. Really low profile. But is it going to clear this? That's my question. Is it going to clear? Oh shit. Well, I don't think the fan is gonna mess with the metal micas. Let's make damn sure. Nope. Fan is not gonna mess with the metal micas at all. They have plenty of clearance, we're good. The only thing we have anything to do with is the two B positive chokes, and that's it. That's the only two things we have an issue with. Everything else I buried pretty good in the box. Yay! Now look how nice and clean it is inside of that lid. All that stuff all gone. With just a paper towel. That's it. Alright. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the store, get some more screws, add that to the parts list, which is probably going to be another $5 or so. So hypothetically we'll just round it off to $100, right? So if we go I'll go 450 shipped. 450 shipped, I'll go. With all this work done to it. 450 shipped. And you're not going to find another deal like that again. Not with the power output you get and everything else. Why my average reading meter is reading low, I don't know. But it reads low on just about everything. I mean, if I put my 5 pill on it, you're not seeing 400 or 500 bird on it. You're seeing 3 if you're lucky. 325. I don't know. It just reads low. So I probably have to replace the actual meter itself. I don't know. Peak wise, it seems to be fine, but average, it don't like to read very much. People get them to their houses, hook them up to their equipment. It reads fine. They're happy with it. Oh, I see 350, 400 bird. I'm real happy. Cool. The peak power is there. So this is called a Midnight Special 700. Now it's a Midnight Special AM Power Godfather Edition 1 kW. In fact, I'm going to put an AM Power sticker right here on top. I should come out with stickers that says Godfather of Amps, but I don't know how popular that would go. So yeah, 450 shipped after the fans get here. They're on their way. I ordered them last night. So 450 shipped, and you got this filter thingy. Let me cut this crap off of here. I'll refilter them and all that, don't worry. There. I turned it off. Cut it off. There. More garbage. See, this one here would probably fit, but it will hit this here. So the screw that goes here, the little bitty teeny weeny short sucker, this guy, that one right there is probably going to have to stay in the lid. Why? Oh, just because it's nice and short. And I don't have any screws that short. Is that the shortest one? Or is there a shorter one? Nope, that's the shortest one that came with it. Yeah, that'd be way too big. Alright. Yeah, this will have to be the shortest one. I might have to put some more other stuff on it just so it doesn't touch the inside of that. Like another there. It just needs enough to get through the metal. Good Lord. It's not just the metal it's got to get through, it's that part too it's got to get through. That much there. That much there. It needs another. I'll see how it works. I'll stick a little light in there. I'll see. Alright. this. This I'll just stick over here to the side. Ruler I still need to. No, I mean it clears everything. If it had no fans on it, would be good. But it needs fans. Now it needs fans. Now it needs. It has to have fans now. So you basically got a brand new box. If somebody else has another one of these midnight specials and they're all messed up and they got Toshibas in them and it doesn't look like this or remotely even close, I mean it could be missing this, it could be missing these, just as long as it's got the output transformers in it, you're fine. And it's got the 330s on the input and the 270 on the input here and the input balancing resistor here. Actually, it's not a balancing resistor, it's something else. I always thought it was a balancing resistor. I was wrong. I got schooled. I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of balances in between, you know, this side and that side, and then the indifference of it. If there's any more than 2 watts, it'll fry. So that's why I call it a balancing resistor. So everything is exactly the way I wanted it to be with this box. Bypass tune is good. It's doing 1,000 watts peak at least. On 14 volts, it's doing real close to 1,000. So I'm really happy with it. I'm going to take this screw with me tomorrow too and see if I can't find another little washer that'll go up underneath this so it doesn't hit that. I just need enough to go through the metal of this, you know what I mean? Because I don't want it to hit the variable here. The variable works. If I had to replace the variable, you're looking at least 20 bucks. Somebody ran it about here, but I already turned it back to that, so there's no dead spots because it didn't drop off the meter and come back. If there's dead spots in this, that's what happens. You actually feel it like a click 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 knob. You feel it click 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 almost. Like that whole spot there is dead. There's a line inside that's dead, and you got to skip over it. So that's what happens when you overdrive a box. So we're good. Good. Got to fix this yet, this, and we're done. So this project, for now, is complete. Yeah. No more skip on 6. It's dead. That little bitty ending was it. Oh, this goes to the fan. There's another one upstairs that goes to a fan. This combiner, here, let me show you. Let me take this off real quick. Let me show you another reason why I decided to completely redo it. Other than I just didn't like it and I wanted to do it my way. No, it's not like that. Whoa. Good catch. You see all that on all that stuff on the ferrite? That's from the output resistor frying on it, and all that ick on the ferrite. Well, that will change the composition of the ferrite. So when I see stuff like that, I replace it. because all that heat changes it. Yeah, see, it's still, I scrape some of it off, you can still see the color difference. Little slight color variation in it. I don't like it. But I will reuse it for a fan filter or something like that. It don't matter. So there's my 2 fan filters. They're in there. Now we don't have all this for just being there. We got maybe ½ inch. Anyway, this is a lot better than what it was. Whole lot better. It's pretty much the best I can make it. The only other thing would be take the resistor out, put a wire in between here and here. But this box don't need to be driven that hard. We'll leave it in for better input tuning, and we'll leave it in for keeping the box a little bit cooler than normal. Normally I take this resistor out and just put a wire in, but I'll leave it the way it is. I will leave it the way it is. I'm happy with it. Overall, I am really happy with this. Yeah, preamp. I'm not happy with that preamp. That preamp brings in more garbage. I mean, it was bringing in somebody talking that I couldn't find on any channel anywhere. So that's another reason why I don't like preamps. That could have been a radio station for all I know. It very well could be. I wouldn't doubt it. So, yeah, $450 shipped. People better start texting me on this and being like, I want that box. I'm sending you a postal money order tomorrow. Even at the key down, when I bring it, I'll be like $450. I'm not coming down because it's not being shipped. $450. Brand new one's $550. So, I mean, with HGCs, I think. Yeah. Oh, and my driver, one of my drivers that I built, I'm getting shipped to me shortly. I'm happy. One of my DMNJ drivers. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I want one of those. Besides, then I'll start having a collection. I got my 220, 290 up there. Eventually I have a 22879C. I'll have the one driving 22879C. 24 pill, it's sitting back there. That's, hopefully that thing sells. I don't need that box laying around anymore. I don't need the 2 driving 8 Toshiba box laying around here anymore. It's just taking up room. I got boxes over here that do nothing but just take up room. I need to move them. I mean, I'm about ready to drop the price on the Dave Made box to $1,200 plus shipping. In fact, I will do that. I'll go $1,200 plus shipping on the 2x8. And that'll be the end of that. Relay, yeah. Everything I put in that box, I'm about break even at that. Because half of it I gotta split with the other guy that owns the box. So $1,200, 2x8 Toshiba box, two 2290s driving 82879s. Runs, got two brand new fans in it that are balanced with a custom made filter board. All the issues in that box have been fixed. All the issues. And it gets up and runs too. I mean, that thing does about 22 to 2500 watt peak all day long. About a good between 800 watt bird, depending upon what radio you run it with. All right. You guys have a good night. This has already been an hour and a half video. My second one of the day. Oh yeah. I found my lugs. I ordered more anyway, but I found my lugs. I'll just have extra lugs, no big deal. I want to see if these, yes they will, and I knew they would. Oh, come on. Come on. Yep, now it's going. It just had to take a minute. There. Probably, if I do that with them first, maybe it'll go through quicker. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. My fingers are tough, but they're not like Teflon. That works. There. All right. There. There. Perfect. Now I just need 1, 2, 3 for this side. 1, 2, 3 for the other side. And that'll prep my relay. The title of this video is going to be 5-pill done and tested. 5-pill Toshiba box done and tested. There's got to be something that I can use never really had to do too much of this before. Oh, there we go. That's better. I guess the pen worked. Or not. There. A little bit of rough stuff. A little bit. There. Now, one thing for sure, at least they make contact. No wonder. No, I want them to have contact. That's the reason to use these. Should have done it the other way. There. Works. Sometimes you just gotta finesse it a little bit. And say, you're going in whether you like it or not. Perfect. That will work with that. One, two on this side, 1, 2 on that side. we'll do that in another video. Put the bar across here. Mount this in that box. And start that part with the ground strap and all that. That's going to be next. This is done, except for this. I'll work on this later on. It's getting late. Sweep the floor a little bit. I don't think you guys want to really watch me do that. Who knows? Maybe you do. Another brand new screw. The stuff that you find when you sweep the floor is insane. Ah, it's a piece of metal from when I cut the fat boy case. One went underneath. Found that one. Found another screw. You dead. Spiders don't last very long in this house. If they get in at all. I spray around the house like once a week to make sure nothing comes in the house. Never seen a mouse, never seen a snake. This is probably the most bug-free house you've ever seen. I just do not like bugs. All right. Well, that's done. At least for now. The preamp light comes on. Yeah, it's gotta be a radio station. Hello, test. Hello. Under a watt reflect when it's cold. Peak and a 5,000 watt slug. Hello, radio, audio, test. 1,000 watts on the money on 13.9. $13.8. 1,000 watts on the money. 13.7 actually. Here, I'll show you real quick. There's your 13.8. See the dial? Turned all the way back. Here's your 5 watt slug. Hello. 5,000 watt slug. Hello. Break. 1,000 watt peak. Now let me take you for a short run in this box. And there you go. That 8 gauge makes a big difference. This makes a big difference too. But I gotta fix this. This is too high. But if you look at it in the side, yeah, it looks like that cap isn't gonna fit. but you put the ruler over it. Here, move that out of the way. Put the ruler over it, and it just barely, it passes. It passes, it really does. It's neat. Same thing with the other side. It just barely passes up underneath. I just got to put these down flush up underneath the output transformer and we're good. So, and here's the Cobra 2000 that I've been talking on. That is for sale for $600. Actually, probably closer to $650, but I'll take $600. You know what? No, it's coming with the D104 and the Cobra microphone, so it's $650 for both. All right. One more time. Hello, radio audio. Test. Just a touch under a watt, and a 13.7 volts, 1000 watt peak. Excellent. Really good job. Works very well. I am very happy with it. So that's how you redo a 5-pill box when it wasn't designed to be a 5-pill box Toshiba. So, and you got a preamp with it. So, inside band delay. So for $450, you get sideband delay, you get Toshibas, you get sideband delay, all switchable, on off, and everything is working the way it should. And you get an amp power sticker to say it's good. When this is all done, I got the fans on it and everything. I'll carve my date and GF into the, or maybe Dr. Godfather, I don't know, Dr. Amp Power, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to sign it somehow in the board so I know that this came from me. If I was going to pull the pills and start rating gain on them and everything, that's just more money, so that's why I didn't do it. I just want to keep this as cheap as I could for everybody. So a 5-pill Toshiba box for under $500 right now is a hell of a deal. So jump on it. Jump on it. I can't encourage you enough. Jump on this. Because if you want a 5-pill box that runs really good, you might have to put a fan on the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But if you want to, or run it upside down and black, put little blacks up underneath this to make the heat fins blow up or something, or whatever. Yeah, use your imagination. But for what it is, this is the baddest talking midnight special 700 ever. So, all right, you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. We'll catch you later. See ya.